Well, California's Surf City, Huntington Beach, voting to oppose the sanctuary state laws, and their mayor hopes it's going to send a message to the state's Democratic leadership.
My message to Sacramento is pretty clear. Sacramento is engaging in the usurpation of local control and telling cities like Huntington Beach throughout California that you are to disobey federal law, disobey the Constitution, and follow the diktats of Sacramento.
All right, joining us now to discuss it, the mayor of Escondido, where the city council is voting tomorrow on this issue, Sam Abed, and also Kristen Gaspar, the chairwoman of the Board of Supervisors of San Diego County. They're going to have a closed-door meeting April 17th, also looking into these same issues. Welcome to you both. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, all right, Mayor, I want to start by reading something from a Democratic Assemblywoman who says this. About the idea that these laws are not a good thing or a bad thing or a good thing. She says these laws keep immigrant communities safe by ensuring that people who witness crimes or who themselves are crime victims can call local police without fear of immigration and customs enforcement agents raiding their homes or deporting their loved ones. Now, tomorrow, you all will vote about whether or not to file a friend of the court brief here in support of the U.S. Attorney General, who is coming after California for these sanctuary laws. How do you answer this Assemblywoman who says the laws are actually a positive thing?
The Assemblywoman is very wrong. You know, my experience in Escondido, Shannon, since 2010, when I was elected mayor, we have cooperated with ICE. We had about eight ICE agents in our police station, and we focus on criminals. We have deported over 2,000 illegal criminals from our city. After SB 54 was passed, now our ICE agents are in the neighborhoods, like Trace Gallagher indicated. They are at the transit center. They were at the transit center last week, and they arrested 115 immigrants. Not all of them are criminal. So I think the opposition to the SB 54, the sanctuary city is going to grow, not only from government, but from the people and the Hispanic community that we're trying to serve. They will have less protection under SB 54.
Okay, Chairwoman, to you now. One of your fellow supervisors, Greg Cox, says he agrees with the sheriff there who says, listen, we're going to follow these state laws. We're trying to make this all work. The supervisor says this, on the subject of SB 54, which is one of these sanctuary state laws in California, I agree with our sheriff. Our sheriff's deputies are not and should not be forced to carry out immigration duties. The problem lies not in Sacramento, but in D.C., where Congress and the administration have failed to fix a flawed immigration system. Now, you all later this month have a meeting coming up to discuss and decide how you all are or are not going to get involved in this issue. First of all, I know that there are complaints that it's a closed meeting. So can you tell us first about why it's closed and then what you think how this will play out in your community?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, I've asked my colleagues to support me in joining the federal lawsuit pushing back against California's sanctuary laws. So closed session matters involve litigation, so I haven't asked for a resolution. I've asked for the board to explore engaging in that litigation, so it's very appropriate for us to meet in closed session. Having said that, there's plenty of public opportunity as part of the public agenda to place comment, and I'm sure there will be robust comments being placed during that time. I also applaud our sheriff for wanting to follow the law. You know, he's facing a disconnect between state and federal law, so local law enforcement is trying to do the best that they can. But the issue at hand is how to keep our community safe, and it's important for people to understand that there are between 300 and 400 illegal aliens in our jails today, and part of the standard process is for our sheriff to notify federal immigration authorities on release dates so that the federal immigration authorities can make a choice as to whether to come and to intervene. So we need not tie the hands of our local law enforcement.
All right, I want to ask you both quickly a yes or no question because you will have some kind of votes coming up. Mayor, for you, it's tomorrow. Chairwoman, it could be for you a little bit later. I'll ask you first, Mayor, yes or no, do you think that your locality gets involved in pushing back against the state?
I think so. Escondido will be one of the first city to oppose the sanctuary state, and I think a lot of other cities are going to follow our lead. And I'm very, very pleased that we're pushing back against this golden state that is no longer a golden state. It's just a sanctuary place for poverty, for homeless, for illegal immigration, for sanctuary. It's not a good direction that we're going to.
All right, Chairwoman.
It doesn't take much of a crystal ball. I know my colleagues have been out in the press sharing their opinions over the past couple of days. So my prediction would be yes, that the County of San Diego will try to join in this lawsuit against sanctuary state in California.
All right, we will watch both those votes and the meetings as they unfold over the next few days. Thank you both for joining us tonight. Great to have you with us.